Hello again. Thank you for joining us on the mindfulness walk today. If you haven't seen that video, I encourage you to check it out in our Path Enrichment Center YouTube channel. It's good. I take you guys on a walk outside. Let's view nature and find some relaxation. So go on over there. Right here, we're going to do a support group. So for those of you who are ready to go a little deeper and want to take some time to meditate on something, I encourage you to join me here with this video. So you will need a piece of paper and some sort of writing utensil for this activity. If you're creatively inclined, you have, that license to make this as colorful, as artistic as you'd like it to be. But here's the basic gist. First, I would like you to draw a circle on the paper. So draw a big circle on the paper, okay? And then the outside of the circle, we're going to talk about what you can't control, what you cannot control. On the inside of the circle, we will talk about what you can control. So you can label them if you'd like. Here's one example, like this. All right. So, in thinking about these things, I think this is important because there are many things we can't control right now. We cannot control the coronavirus or the government in forcing social distancing guidelines and having non-essential businesses shut down or close their doors at least, and making restaurants only do takeout. And schools closing. That can be stressful for many parents as well as the kids. So there are many things we cannot control. So I encourage you to, you can write general things, but you can also focus on other deeper things. So on the outside of the circle, I want you to write down or draw pictures to represent or use colors to represent things you cannot control. Some examples of those things. You cannot control what other people do, what other people say, things from the past, how other people feel, other people's choices, aka a lot of things other people do in general. Or other people. We cannot control them. We cannot control the weather, right? And we can't control things like how other people treat us. We can't control death, whether other people are kind or loving to me or to anyone else. We cannot control apologizing, right? Whether other people apologizing to us, past mistakes, others being honest, others forgiving us. We can't control things we're born with, like our skin color or hair color, or, well, we can dye our hair, but, the natural stuff is what I'm talking about. We cannot control our height, right? So what are some things you cannot control? And you're welcome to pause this video to take your time to write those things down. And then you can return to us. So once those are written down, next we will move to the inner part of the circle. Right here. Right? What are things you can control? All right, so now I want you to write down all the things you can control. And for example, you can control how you take care of yourself, decisions, your words, actions, how we treat other people, whether or not we follow rules, how much effort we put into things, how we handle our feelings, whether we do our schoolwork, if we're in school, whether we're kind or forgiving to other people, how we spend our free time. We can control these things, right? So what are some other things in your life right now that you can control? And I encourage you to write those down. And you can take time to pause this video to do that as well. Once you finish that, you can step back, look at the whole thing. The reality is life is different right now, and that's okay. It's not like our freedoms have not been completely stripped. And there's always something we can have control over, right? And so when you're feeling down, because of all the things that are making us feel stuck, I encourage you to shift your focus to things you can control and See if that can help you in the long run take care of your mind in a healthier way and your actions in a healthier way, right? Some of the things we can control are really hard, like being kind to people who are rude to us or forgiving somebody who's wronged us. Yet there's so much freedom, inner freedom for ourselves when we do those things. A burden is lifted, and ultimately you're taking care of yourself in the long run. So those are just some examples. And I encourage you to really meditate on this. What are things you can control? And continue to focus on those things and find the positives in the midst of a difficult time. Thanks for tuning in. We'll send out another video soon.